Hello and welcome back to Coin Matters channel. Public criticism of Congress's efforts to establish clear regulations is something he has picked up on. Senator Warren Davidson has been vocal in his opposition to the SEC, and Gensler has been more concerned with protecting his position than the market. Gary Gensler has shown the SEC's structural flaw, and Kevin Gensler has called for it to be depoliticized. In order to reorganize the SEC and get rid of Gary Gensler, the SEC government passed the Securities and Exchange Commission Stabilization Act. Now that Gensler has put Bitcoin on hold to concentrate on AI, Ripple and other cryptocurrencies are safe from further losses. The moment has come to court some artificial intelligence startups. The mental image is complete. It's a battle of the algorithms and regulations of AI versus the SEC. Will the AI's neural network be presented as evidence? Look at this. Bank of America has been granted a patent for the use of a distributed ledger system for real-time net settlement. XRP is the main point here. You can see Ripple Distributed Ledger if you click on it, which shows they incorporated it and their patent. All financial institutions will employ XRP, and the banks have published a study investigating the Ripple's interledger protocol for payment settlement. XRP ledger waves will be felt, mark my words. The CTO just dropped the bombshell. David Schwartz replied that there are two aspects of the system that might pique your interest: the rules governing the system, which outline the types of transactions that are allowed and their associated permissions, and the system's functionality. According to one Twitter user, the nodes on Ripple's UNL are what determine the state of the XRP ledger. However, this might potentially bring the network to a halt. Contempt for censorship. Unlike Power or POS blockchains, XRP's security isn't tied to the value of the token, making it more resistant to attacks and making forks more simpler. With regards to the regulations, no one has the power to coerce someone into following a set of rules with which they disagree. To clarify, UNL is not governance, and XRP is not a proof of work or proof of stake system. Rather, it is a technique for preventing further opposition if the latter two fail. It can be changed if it does. Furthermore, CNBC recognized Ripple as one of the top 200 worldwide fintech companies, and our CEO was named to that list. CNBC's inaugural list of the world's top fintech companies was released, and its inclusion prompted Monica Long to express her delight in working for such an innovative company. She expressed appreciation to Ryan Brown for the opportunity to discuss current events. If you're not familiar with the term, PY refers to the annual percentage yield you can expect to receive on your Bitcoin investments. Bitstamp now has a fixed APY of 2%. You can use their earned lending service to acquire XRP. This service allows you to safely lend XRP, giving you a permanent advantage. This means that if you lend a fixed sum of XRP for a year, you can expect to get interest equal to 2% of that amount. Excuse me if I offend Bitstamp. While 2% is certainly appreciated, we had hoped for a slightly larger cut at the moment. On Twitter, Mike Selig, an attorney, is currently having a conversation with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) about the dramatic rise in demand for Ethereum exchange-traded funds (ETF). He draws this inference from the Hinman speech, the SEC's FinHub structure, and recent judicial decisions. Consider the application of a similar idea to virtual currencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, allow investors to gain exposure to the cryptocurrency market without having to purchase individual coins. In order to acquire a varied portfolio of stocks, bonds, or other assets, these funds pool the resources of numerous investors. If one investment fails to meet expectations, the success of the others can assist to mitigate the losses. The United States continues to have the world's largest, most inventive, and dynamic economy and the world's strongest financial system, making the Fish's decision all the more puzzling. Inflation as measured by the entire year has been falling for the past 12 consecutive months. Check out the KBC letter now that you know the United States credit rating has dropped. This is too unbelievable to be true. Therefore, I disagree with Fish's assessment and consider it needless. Fitch recently downgraded the United States credit rating, citing growing skepticism about the government's fiscal management. This was most obviously shown during the debt limit crisis in 2011. Fitch basically called the United States an economically irresponsible nation. A similar situation to that of 2011 has arisen, although this time the debt ceiling will not be reached again until January 1, 2025. Meanwhile, expenses increased by 15% yuan, which was not expected, and interest payments on the U.S. debt are expected to hit a record $1 trillion this year. By 2033, interest payments could consume as much as 25% of federal revenue if the current trend continues. Since 2020, the United States debt has climbed by an astonishing $8 trillion. By 2033, it is expected to have risen to $50 trillion. An update on the SEC's case against Coinbase for metal alum is forthcoming, and Congress may choose to intervene in the case by sending a friendly letter to the court and formally declaring that regulation of cryptocurrency exchanges falls under their purview. The gist of this lengthy discussion is that Congress may utilize the major questions doctrine to counter the SEC's regulations on cryptocurrency. Numerous factors raise the possibility. If Gary Gensler continues to play down his role at the SEC, if Loki continues to back Coinbase Bitcoin initiative, and if the SEC denies that application in front of the same judges, then he may come under pressure from BlackRock and the Democrats if he continues to reject those ETFs. As the infrastructure for international money transfers improves. Nepal's remittance industry, which is currently valued over $8 billion, is undergoing a major transformation. It's all over today. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later. Bye.